Chris Gordon's Vice President of Sales for Ask Sage. Chris, welcome. It's good to see you. You work for an AI company, and yet we talked right before we turned the recorders on, and you said AI is not the point. What did you mean by that?
Again, AI is not the point. Everybody's talking about AI. You probably heard it 10 times just in conversation on the way here. It's really not about AI. It's what the output of AI is and what AI can do for us as a society and as a military, as a government. It's really about efficiencies gained. And AI is, as you know, contrary to what people say, it's not coming after your job. It really wants to enhance what you do, take the tasks that are mundane away from you, and really focus your time on the real initiatives that need humans. You know, human in the loop. Everybody's been talking about it. Human in the loop is a necessity. Humans make decisions, not machines. So again, offload some of the mundane tasks and really focus your efforts where the human is needed.
What are you seeing organizations trying with your product in particular, or with AI more broadly, that maybe they weren't even thinking as a possibility 6 months ago or a year ago?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question, because you're seeing acquisitions is a perfect example. Acquisitions are accelerated, and the administration now is talking about, you know, they want to accelerate and get get tools and software and products into the warfighters' hands a lot quicker. Traditional acquisitions, you can't do that because how it works. With AI, you're able to, the efficiencies that you're gaining through acquisition support and acquisition, again, just efficiencies gained. That is a perfect example of where it's being used, that it wasn't ever being used before. And not only on the customer side with acquisitions, but also on the, you know, the FSI and the defense industrial base. We're all using Ask Sage to respond, and not, you can't use a tool to go out to the internet and search the internet that help you respond, but use your own data. And what, again, from an Ask Sage perspective, why we created the platform is it's a fully CUI compliant, you know, FedRAMP high, all the way up to IL6 and top secret environment. So you know that your data is your data, and you're not spilling it out to the internet. So we can actually use, or customers can use Ask Sage to respond to these RFPs and RFQs.
It's interesting that you go to acquisitions too, because it's really tempting for somebody like me as an outsider, and I imagine for folks in the DIB and in the building, to go straight to the really sexy warfighting solutions and so on. And yet, I'm hearing stories, many more stories about back office functions, fourth estate functions, and so on, than I am about things that are happening at the tip of the spear.
Yeah.
Am I like not getting it right?
You're exactly right. I mean, we've heard it for many years that we want to take the tasks and the IT out of the hands of the warfighter and let them do the mission. So again, if we can create efficiencies in those tasks and then allow the warfighter to do warfighting functions and not have to worry about how I'm going to acquire this box or that software. So those are the tasks, again, from an acquisition perspective, those are the tasks that, you know, we're seeing great efficiencies gained, and, you know, the acquisition timelines are coming way down. So it actually is working for the customer.
So to go back to the initial point about AI isn't the point, if we take that approach to the end user applications, whether it's a warfighting application or a back office application, what are the most effective ways for these organizations in the building to deploy those applications? And maybe the end user doesn't know that there's an AI element to it, or that it's integrated somehow.
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes down, the word you just used, integration. And it's, if you can take disparate systems and integrate them through, whether it's using APIs or different things, it's all together creating something that is much easier to use. Whether it's, again, there are lots of different or disparate systems and softwares, and so the integration of that is, I would say, that's the biggest thing. So to answer that question is, like, that's what we are. If the AI is transparent to the end user, that's great. They're like, okay, I'm just able to do my job better because I have these things that are running in the background. and integrating things together are really what where we're seeing the, I keep using the word efficiencies, but that's really what it is. It's all about the efficiencies gained and being able to do way more with way less.